Okay, this is Sheets, and I'm going to be going over one by one the different wagers that are available on in horse racing in general. And for those of you that know me from poker, you may remember I used to do this, um, where the tracks kind of do this for you in that they tell you what you're going to get paid out, and they break it down really easily for you. I do think it's important to at least once to see how the calculations are derived for all of these wagers, because it'll give you a good idea of what takeout does to your wagers, and and the real difference between some of these wagers. So the first one we're going to be doing today is just your straight win bet. Okay, essentially, you bet on a horse to win, and if he wins, you collect, and if he doesn't win, you lose, and that's it. With the exception of dead heats, which we're not going to get into today. What we're going to do for all of these lectures on these different payouts is we're going to be doing an actual race that went off at Fonner Park today. I'm using the Express Bet interface to kind of show you what it was, and this happened already today, but it shows you what the pools were, it shows you what the results were, and we're going to be working off of this to calculate how win odds are calculated. So the spreadsheet I have up here, I'm going to kind of walk you through this. The first cell that you'll see over here is takeout. So this is what you have to overcome if you want to win at horse racing, and that is the takeout that the track charges for this particular wager. 18% is standard across the industry pretty much, and it's probably the lowest single takeout there is. Exactas are more, daily doubles are more, and we're going to get to those later. So what you do is, this is the takeout over here. In this cell here is the total amount bet in the win pool, and you'll see in this Fonner Park summary here the total bet on the win pool here at the bottom, this 112,000. Excuse me, this is the wrong race, sorry. Seventh race, I apologize. So you'll see there's $92,506 bet on this race total to win. Now this next cell is the adjusted pool. So what that means is that takes 18% out of that pool and gives it to the house right away. So this is what you're fighting for, is the 75,854. Now this number wagered, that is the amount that's wagered on this particular horse. So we're looking at the 7 horse in this race because that's who ended up winning. And you'll see that $14,735 is bet on him to win. It's pretty important that you wait as long as possible before you make any wagers, okay? Because these odds change with every click, and people that bet early literally do not know what their end price is going to be. And it's really important to wait as long as you can. So this is at the end of the actual wagering, so you couldn't do any better than this. Okay, so 14,735 wagered on the horse. So what you're doing to calculate this is you're trying to figure out what odds you're getting compared to the rest of the horses. So what you have to do is you take out that 14,735 that's wagered on you, because you're not fighting for your own money, right? So you subtract that from this kind of adjusted pool, which was what the pool was after the rake was taken out. So you have $61,119 that you are fighting for. This is money that was not bet on your horse, that that is also not subject to any more rake. So only then can you then go and divide these things. So what you do then is you'll divide the eligible pool by the amount wagered on your horse, and you get these odds, which is 4.14. And I put these decimals in here for a reason, because one of the untold secrets of horse racing is that the tracks make more than their actual takeout, because what they do is they take the breakage. In other words, even though it's technically 4.1479, odds, which would correspond to a $10.29 payout. We'll get to that in a second. They actually round that down to 4.10. So that's more money that goes into the track's pocket. So this payout is essentially the odds based on a $2 bet. And that's standard denomination for win bets is $2. Some tracks let you do less, but most of them have like a $2 minimum bet. So when they list what the payouts are, like after the race, it's based on a $2 bet. So if you see, you'll do this math, 4.147942 times 2, right? Because based on a $2 bet, plus your $2 that you wagered, right? That's your payout, right? Because you're getting 4.147 on your $2, so you're profiting 2 times 4.14, which means you get back 10.29. Now again, as I said, they round this stuff down, so you actually only get, I think, $10.20. We'll actually look at the actual price. Yeah, so this horse won, and you actually only got $10.20. So that is something that becomes important when you consider doing things like maybe betting place or betting on things that have a very low payout in general, because if they're going to round down, as much as 0.4 or something like that, it doesn't matter that much if it's like 20.14 to 1 odds. But if you're only getting like even money, that as a percentage can really cut into your profit. So this is basically the way win is calculated, and this is what you see when you're at the track. You see what the odds are before the race, and they get rounded down really to the ultimate. They get rounded down to 4-1. That's all you'd see is 4-1. And then if you win, when they show it on the tote board, they'll show you 10.2. That'll be your payout, $10.20. Now, obviously, if you have it for more, you have to just do the math, and they'll do it for you. But this is the way win odds are calculated. And it's important to know that these prices are known before the race goes off, okay? And that's a really important thing that comes into play when we talk about some of these other wagers. But this win pool is very pure. It is not correlated with anything else. In other words, if your horse wins, you win. And you know what price you're going to get when the race goes off. So that is your win bet. And we're going to go on to place next.